Good morning, Ralph Ellison graphic arts students. Today I'm going to review how to use your microphone with GarageBand. So you need to review or watch this before you use your microphone to record your dialogue scene. I highly recommend it. All right. So the first thing you're going to do is receive a microphone, one of these from me. You need to have all of your sound effects placed before you even get a microphone from me. So once you've got all of your sound effects placed inside of GarageBand, let me know. I will issue your microphone for 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how big your class is. Once you get your microphone, you're going to take it out of its case, and you're going to plug it into your computer. There are two sides to the cord that you need to plug in. The first side is a small plug-in that's actually going to go onto the back side of the microphone, and then the bigger USB part is going to go into the back of your computer. Once you have plugged this microphone into your computer, you will get a pop-up on your screen. So once this pops up, you're going to press yes. This is basically the microphone telling the computer that, yes, I want you to work with me. All right. So we've got our mic plugged in. It's all working. If you want to adjust the sound on your mic, there's a little knob. I recommend putting it at the middle point. There's a knob right here. Only on these mics. The white mics do not have that knob. Also, if you want to hear yourself, there is a audio jack into the back of the microphone. You should plug your headphones into that. All right. So we've got our microphone plugged in. All right. And now we need to basically add a couple more tracks to our GarageBand session. So right now I have 3 tracks that have all of my sound effects on them. You probably have a lot more, but if you have sound effects, you need to basically mute the tracks that have sound effects. Now, how do you do that? There's a little button right here on your track that looks like a little speaker. And when I press it, a line goes through it, and the track turns gray. Do it one more time. If I press this button, if I put my mouse on top of it, it'll say mute or unmute track. If I press it, the track turns gray. One more time, if I press this little button that looks like a speaker, it'll turn gray. All right. So now you need to add 1, 2, or 3 tracks for you to record on. How many characters you have, that's how many tracks you have. So for the dialogue I'm going to record for you, I have 2 characters. All right. So I already added my 2 tracks, but I'm going to delete them and show you how to do that too, in case you don't already know. So yours will look like this with your sound effects, and I'm going to go track, new track, and I say real instrument, the little microphone stand. Do not press software instrument. Do not press electric guitar. You need real instrument, and I want you to press create. So I have 1 track to record audio on, but I have 2 characters, so I need another track. So I say new track, real instrument, create. All right. So you should have your dialogue in front of you, and when you're ready to create, you're going to make sure this little red dot is on. And as you can see, like we talked about in class, if you're checking for audio, make sure that there is audio coming into the microphone. You should see little green bars right here on your volume meter. That's what that's called, is a volume meter. All right. And we see that there are green dots coming in. So I'm going to move my microphone right in front of me. All right. So I'm going to record each line of my dialogue. Now we muted our sound effects so that we don't hear them and they throw us off when we're recording. All right. So just record your lines back to back, and you will arrange them after. Do not worry about trying to find where they go inside of your story yet. All right. So this is red dot is pressed, and there's another red dot down here. This will start the recording. So when I press this, it will start recording. All right. Hey, John, I don't know who you are anymore. All right, so we got one line. And so maybe I have my other character is going to talk after him, right? So maybe I click on my next track and I press record. Billy, you don't know who I am? I don't know who you are. All right. And I go back to my first character. You know who I am. I'm your daddy. And our next character. My dad? You can't be my dad. I don't know where my dad is. So we got 4 lines. You're going to do that for all of the lines that you have written out. All right. Once you have finished recording your lines, you're going to save your project. How do you do that? If you press Windows S or go to the top of your screen and say File, Save, if I say File, Save, it will save your project. Do this immediately after you record your lines. If you don't, I worry that we will have a problem and your project won't save and you'll be having to record again. So just do this immediately after you record all of your lines. All right. Next thing you need to do, once you have finished recording, pack the microphone back up how you got it from me. So just unplug it. When this pops up, just press Use Built-in Audio. Use built-in audio. Pack the microphone back up. Again, I should get it how I gave it to you. All right. Bring this back to me and then go back to your project and arrange your voices where you need them to be inside of your sound scene. All right. And you might want to go in and edit your voices. Maybe trim them down a little bit. And that might help you out also. And so we'll stop right there. So that's how you use the microphone with GarageBand. Don't forget, you need to mute your tracks when you're about to record, your sound effect tracks, and you need to add 2, 3, 4 new tracks to record on. These new tracks should be the same for each character. So character 1 is going to be on one track, character 2 is going to be on another track. This is important. All right. If you have any questions, raise your flag and I'll be around. All right.